Anyway, JFK does a lot of stuff where he does like they post some stuff where it's like this is him, this is JFK at the Senate meeting, and he is so popular, and it's really like this cheesy like high school thing where they set up this high school to be a stage or whatever like that, and he's supposed to be speaking, and they play all these things like he was this great epic man, and basically it's pretty much just all a sham. He he was speaking to a school or doing or the school test or something like that. I don't really remember what the video is basically, but pretty much, or it's from a movie or something like that. It's a clip from a movie or something where they did a movie or something like that. I forget exactly what it is, where he like goes to Congress or something like that. It's like this movie or whatever. Anyways, total complete lie. Just like Adolf Hitler, um, getting like all of Germany. They basically set up all these. It's a complete lie with it all around, and they're pretty much just like lying to people and even and just lying to the future or whatever. And pretty much it's just all like people in the future or later on, or they try and it's pretty much just forcing and pretty much this like perversion of what is reality or what is free will or what is anything, and anyone would know what how popular Germany was and how amazing they were and how they did so much for the planet and everything else and how long they've lived, which is quite a long time actually. I mean, but then again, there's India and there's India I think is younger or whatever. I mean, it's hard to tell because there's trillions of billions of years. Anyway, though, I pretty much was about existence, whatever. I don't have any degrees, of course, or a team of 500 other liars, or a million, whatever. I think the total amount of people that were tortured or killed or taken out of existence or whatever were 5 million or 250 million in total. Basically, people that were a problem for me and others because, like I said, it's a close knit thing. I mean, I am basically Lucifer White Star, creator of galaxies, and they are my life forms, and we would work together. And pretty much, what's a problem for me is a problem for life forms because usually after a creator dies, the life form dies, or something like that, or and there's a lot of other things like some people do some things where their life forms will die with them or something like that, or I don't really know. Anyway, though, I don't really do any of that stuff. I do unlimited stuff. I don't do limits. Just like just like this galaxy, just like this planet and the sun. I mean, could last a very long time. And a lot of my life forms. I mean, I do all this stuff with Germany, like the first fluorescent bulbs and stuff like that, and a bunch of other stuff. And then later on, I pay for stuff. Just because I'm massively wealthy. Basically, I own the earth and countries. I mean, I built countries, invested in them. And basically creating and adapting your life forms to situations is like things. I just think about JFK and he's like, we will adapt, and all that stuff. I mean, he does all this stuff where it's just like stupid, like video stuff and or film stuff, and like pretending like he's a creator or something like that, or this or that, and then they try and pass it off to other life forms or something like that. I mean, I don't really know. It's just stupid stuff. I mean, opposed to my reality, pretty much, which is basically being Lucifer's star. I try and act like I'm fake or something. It's like, well, no, I wasn't fake. Um, Otherwise, I'd be dead. Would have died a long time ago. So, anyway, it's ridiculous, and pretty much they try to annoy me for a very long time, and they think they can get out of it, and they don't. So, yeah, anyway, though, I already took care of it and saw that it was being taken care of, and it was. And they do all this other stuff where they try and blah blah, and it's just like you get a headache, and it's like really not even really worth worrying about because it's just so annoying. And realistically, it wasn't really a problem for me, like I say. So anyway, yeah, they try and like build computers that will kill me and all that other stuff, and do all this other kind of DoD like military stuff where they're trying to like get the military to do things and stuff, and it's like, well, they're probably not. Like I say, I've set up things to where um, my life forms will act a certain way regardless. Like it's part of being a creator. you have to set up all the rules for your life forms. All the not just laws, but the actual inside rules of what they will do, what they want to do, what they should do, and being a creator gets to be really really in depth and very complicated. Otherwise, they just die out, and that's that. And so anyway, and I don't really like my life forms to die out. I care for them. I love them, and I mean I created them. So anyway, and I did it like 100 trillion years ago. Now I'm a person, and I created 800 galaxies, and I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna be a human as well. So anyway, and like this planet and 400 others, or 800 galaxies. Yeah, sorry. Basically, you could call them my property, but it's like, well, they were my life forms. I created their galaxies and created them, and then they found their way through existence and will, and that's that. So anyway, I don't really. I mean, others go around saying God and Creator, and it's like, yeah, whatever. Try and be one and then find out. It's complicated. It can be frustrating. It can be annoying. You have to deal with things. Like I had to separate the sexes once, the male-female thing, because they weren't really getting along. So I had to have teams of women, teams of males, and basically they would occasionally bump into each other. I'd let them meet and all that other stuff. It's like, okay, well, you guys can party. We're done with all this other stuff. So, you guys can kick it now. Because I mean, realistically, I have to, I'm their creator leader. I'm ensuring their survival. So they basically, if they're fighting or killing each other, it's like, well, that's not really good. So gotta separate them, pull them apart. And I use rules and laws to do that. And there's a lot of different incidental things into basically what being a creator and being a leader of planets and galaxies is. And I have to do all that over the years, over the trillions of billions of years, and then I have to invent and all that other stuff and keep them safe. So anyway, yeah, it's my existence, but it's just the way it is. So I'm like, whatever, I don't really care. I did all these cool things and all this other stuff, and basically even what is known or on record, that's just basically what is known or on record. To actually be a creator and create 800 galaxies, that's all, you're doing it in time and space when it's happening, and all that stuff, and dealing with it, and so are they. It's like, it's a lot more complicated. And what someone says after the fact, well, that doesn't really matter. It's like, well, that's just what someone's saying after the fact and trying to make it look like. There's actual reality and there's perception of reality. So anyway, I don't really care. It's like, well, it's reality, but I don't really care, the way it looks afterwards. Like,